Hello, everybody, and welcome to Uprising 144K. I'm Hydrogen Man. Obviously, guys, before I begin, I want to let you know I'm never giving you guys any medical advice. I'm not making any medical claims. And unfortunately, my recording here kind of sucks because I don't actually know how to do all these recordings. I'm not very good with the internet. But I have another phone here on speaker, and I call a lot of people who email me. And there's a lot of interesting stories, testimonials. And this one I thought was worth you guys hearing. So this is why we're doing it. And we have our friend Pancho on the line here, and he was going to share a story with us. I'm going to actually ask him a few questions because he went out and bought one of those portable bottles that makes hydrogen, those ones from China that I personally would never use. And I've explained to people why, from the cheap metals to the directly electrolyzing the water, and they're just very unreliable from what I've seen. There's a reason that the Japanese don't really make portable ones because there is no way to really do it reliably at this time. But without further ado, let's go ahead and say hello to Pancho. Hi, Pancho.
Hello.
All right. Thanks for doing this little interview to help other people. And I was just sitting here and inhaling hydrogen, and obviously you emailed me. So let me ask you first. So you ordered one of these portable devices?
I just ordered two. I ordered the pitcher for the counter and then the portable bottle that you can take when you go for hike.
Okay, so you ordered both a counter system and the portable hydrogen bottles. Now, were either one of those the Hydrofix, or these are the ones from like China and whatnot?
No, those were from the cheapy ones from China. They were less than, the pitcher was like $80 and the little bottles were like $50.
Okay, so you went the cheap route, which I understand. I wish we could all get good quality hydrogen cheap. But the interesting part is you used these for roughly how long? Was it like less than a year?
Less than a year, yes.
Okay. Now, here's where the interesting part comes in. Now, first of all, did they break?
Yes.
Okay. And that's one thing I almost never talk about, but I should on my channel, is the hydrogen machines are typically not very reliable. In order to make them really reliable and a good machine, it takes really good engineering, but it also takes a lot of quality materials. And the Chinese are just not interested in that. You know, they just make cheap stuff. So you had the experience that they broke. That sounds very familiar to me. But here's the part that interests me the most. After using these products, you got your blood tested. Is that correct?
No. Yes.
So
I'm sorry. It was a little, I used the products and then I stopped for about a year and then I got my blood tested.
Okay, so you used the products for less than a year and then you got blood work. But what did you get blood work for? Were you looking for something specific, or did you just do it as a checkup?
It actually was not a blood work, was a hair tissue analysis.
Oh, okay. So, my mistake. Okay, so you had hair and tissue analysis. And what did the results show?
That I have metal in my body. I have arsenic. I have lead. I have aluminum. And I have cadmium and mercury.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Obviously, that's not very good. And you had originally emailed me because you wanted to basically get on like a health protocol to help yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm really glad that you emailed me because, I'm happy to share with you what I would do. I don't give any medical advice or make any medical claims by any means, but it did sadden me. Now, I think you told me, and remind me if I'm correct, how long did the hydrogen bottle last? Like, how long was it till it broke or didn't work?
The bottle didn't last more than 3 months.
Okay. So, about 3 months. And how long did the other one last?
Probably about 6 months, and then they started failing.
Okay.
It was only 6 months or more. I'm not really clear about that, but it was less than a year. Okay.
So you obviously drank, well, I would say probably a pretty good amount of water from them before they broke.
I was using it in the morning, and in the evening I was bringing it back to my work.
Were you inhaling from either one too, or just the water?
Just the water. Because
okay.
I actually wasn't that familiar with hydrogen.
I see. And then let me think here, did you feel that you got any benefit from the hydrogen that it was making, or not really?
Not really. I didn't feel any difference. The machine at the beginning, I had kind of different flavor in the water. You can taste it has kind of purified flavor, and then it was not. It was just like plain.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference by watching stuff.
I see. Well, I appreciate you sharing the story. I've been trying to talk about the proper metals for quite some time. As I tell people, I would never use a hydrogen machine that either uses stainless steel for metal, it's the wrong metal for sure, or plated metals, that's what China tends to do. And of course, just the quality of metal, I don't even trust when they tell me that it's a certain type of metal, because I've actually seen where the Chinese claim to have certain grades of metal, and then when they arrive to America, it's just not true. That's the things that I've observed. Obviously, again, I'm not making any claims, and I'm not, giving medical advice. I'm just trying to help people understand. So I really appreciate you sharing the story with everybody and getting on here. And I was pretty shocked and surprised, actually, that you had all these heavy metals in your body. And I think it's really terrible. But you and I will go ahead and talk later on what potentially can be done to try to help you. But thanks again for sharing your story. I'm going to go ahead.
One more thing. The machine has like a plastic underneath.
Oh, interesting. What do you mean plastic underneath?
Like the little mesh of plastic with the metal piece, and then on the top of that has like a little membrane, and it has little like a plastic mesh on it.
Oh, was it like falling apart?
Like it has plastic in it. That's all. It's not all metal.
So you could see almost like there's a plastic getting in the water from this?
You can see there's plastic in it, and when the machine got dirty, I tried to clean it, it has kind of built up in it.
Oh, interesting. Maybe you can send me pictures of that too. That'd be very interesting. From what I've learned, I know that it takes a certain level of technology and a certain amount of money, really, to be spent properly to make a proper hydrogen machine. That's why I just don't like the cheap stuff. I don't like the pills. I don't like the cheap Chinese device. I just don't. That's not what I want, because what I'm trying to do is do this for my health. So it's not just to play around,
Yes.
And so I'm really glad. I hope to maybe do another interview with you in the future, because I know that you also told me that you finally ordered like a really good device, right?
I'm happy. Yes, I ordered the Lourdes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the same one I have, the Hydrofix.
Yeah, the Hydrofix from Holy Hydrogen.
Holy water, yeah, Holy Hydrogen. Well, really good. It'll be interesting to see how you proceed with that. You and I will talk about some potentially good protocols, or what I would do maybe. Sure. And then we'll see how you do, in the future. And maybe we'll do another interview. Hopefully people will comment below if they'd like to hear that. But again,
I would be happy to.
Thank you so much, though. I actually really appreciate you getting on here with me. And I'm going to share this with the viewers. Hopefully it helps them. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera, so hold on a second. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you really found the information helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and share, all that good stuff. It helps the algorithm. Also, comment below. I think that this is just really good information to try to help people out there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on the next one.